Hello, welcome to Larry's Topics. Well, I haven't gotten any comments or feedback on my food challenge or this, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. So, if you find this entertaining or the theory quite plausible and well explanatory, smash that like button with all your hearts and please subscribe for more interesting things from Larry's Topics. All right. My big thing is everyone's wondering what's causing the Mandela effect. I know I was, but then I started thinking. All right, you have the scene over in Germany and China and various areas where people notice a giant floating city in the clouds. Buildings, buildings with windows and all sorts of interesting architectural designs, not with major graphic detailing, but come on, some of it you could see. Yeah, there's no way there's any cloud formation, scientific mumbo jumbo, or reflection into the clouds bullcrap. No. And then there's the picture in New York of token of giants in the sky, where it shows people looking at the city of New York while at the same time a man is taking a picture. You can see the people with quite clear detail pointing at, well, New York, us. And people are like, oh, they're giants, they're giants. Then I started to think about it. All right. Over in Switzerland, there's a machine called the Hydron Collider. What the Hydron Collider does, for those that may not know, is it takes two particles called the God particles and drops them into the mile long two 1 mile long tube and one slightly smaller tube. It's a tube chamber. It's like oval shape for the most part, not egg shape, oval. And what they do is they drop one molecule in one chamber, they drop the other molecule in the smaller chamber, and they use harmonic reinforcement, and they send those two molecules sailing through the tube. And they wait until both of them pick up the speed of light velocity, where they're like going super, super fast, right? And then they drop one into the other chamber. I'm not sure if it's the one in the big chamber into the smaller, or the smaller shoots up into the bigger. I'm not sure. Naturally thinking it'd probably be the big chamber into the smaller one, but then again, the bigger chambers better adapt for containing the collision of anything, just from size relevance. But what happens is these particles collide and they're trying to replicate the Big Bang, trying to create a universe. Well, the opposite's happening. Instead of making big bangs and universes, the collisions are causing miniature black holes. Right? And you know what a black hole is if you paid attention in science for, well, probably I'd say middle school, because that's where I learned about it. But a black hole is usually created by the collapse of a sun or an implosion of a sun. And it's a rip in space and time, basically. And it has gravitational pull, and it sucks stuff in, more powerful than a vacuum cleaner, all right? your most powerful thinking vacuum cleaner you could think of. That's how powerful these things are. Science have caught suns getting sucked into the black hole, and they thought the theory was that the sun collapsed inside, a beam of light would not shoot out. Well, nothing will escape it. Well, it was proven wrong. A beam of light shot out of one, but it was only for a brief, I think, millisecond or nanosecond or some crap. But what was interesting is people don't realize one of the main side effects to any form of a black hole is it causes a fluctuation not only in gravitational pull, but also, how do I put it? A shift in time and space. It sends out waves, radiation, and that, right? What happens, because they've increased the speed on this thing to light speed, from what I have heard, and they're making bigger black holes. Now they're trying to punch holes into other dimensions, if that's possible. But what they don't realize is doing this actually sends out a wave, right? Each time it happens, it sends out a wave of energy. And even though they're not massive, but they're small, they're still affecting their environment. So what if, in doing so, it's causing, for the theory of the multiverse explained through DC Comics, each universe of the multiverse vibrates a little differently than the last. That's why they don't touch. But if you can get stuff in our universe to vibrate at the same level as something in another universe, you can pass from our universe into that universe. But what if what's happening is when the multiverse is bumping into each other, and they do this, that the multiverse quickly another universe quickly overlaps our universe just for microns, nanoseconds, right? And the vibrations go back to the way they are, because it's so fast, we don't notice. But then there's physical changes. Things from our universe is getting put into other universes, and things from other universes are getting put into ours. Like the Mandela himself's funeral and that, and presidency. Let's see, what else is there? There's Berenstain Bears, whatever. There's that there. There's Forrest Gump. There's Empire Strikes Back. There's all these different things that so many people know as something, but it's turned out to be not, even though people remember these things to a T, to exact details. So, what I'm thinking is, because they're not major, but it's enough to cause our planet to shake to the point we can't notice, but, it matches up with other universes, and then it quickly changes back, and just things like siphon over, just a couple minor things get pulled over. Because from what I've gathered from research that I have done, they've actually made the black holes bigger and stronger. Not to the point they'll suck in the planet yet, but pretty close. It would explain so much. It would explain why we saw the clouds in the city in the clouds, why we saw the giants in the clouds, All that. It's because other universes are vibrating into ours. But our reality, our dimensions, natural universes, natural vibrations snap back to normal. And it's just like a quick skim across, and fragments and things get left behind. I mean, it would explain so much. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am, because unless someone has an exact calculation for when the Hydron Collider has been used and black holes have been made, and the exact time different Mandela effects are being noticed, I could be wrong. But I think I'm not. Thank you. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe. Have a nice day. God bless. Stay well. Stay safe.